So Sustainable Farms and Fields is a grant program that is designed to make it easier and more financially feasible for farmers and ranchers to implement climate smart practices. So those are practices that either sequester carbon in soil or vegetation or mitigate greenhouse gas emissions. So we work with all the 45 conservation districts across Washington, and as well as other public entities. Any district or public entity that is able to provide technical assistance or financial assistance to land managers of farmland, rangeland, or aquaculture tidelands. So we have funded 53 projects in this first fiscal year, and some examples of those projects include the purchase of shared equipment by conservation districts, cover crop seed for producers that are interested in trying cover cropping, agroforestry projects, so incorporating trees and shrubs onto a working landscape, and then a number of technical assistance projects where districts or other public entities are actually going onto landowners' properties and talking with them about different opportunities to implement these climate smart practices on their operations. Some producers are exploring other ways to plant, including using a no-till drill, which allows you to plant the seed in the soil with sort of a minimum amount of disturbance to that soil. One of the new types of projects that we're funding are demonstration projects, and those are meant to really introduce some of these practices to land managers that haven't experienced them before, haven't tried them before. So usually there's a significant amount of outreach that is part of the project. That's one of the main goals, to kind of get the word out. So one of the things that's interesting about the practices that are eligible for funding through Sustainable Farms and Fields is that a lot of them are familiar practices that are used for other purposes, like riparian plantings, hedgerow, cover crops. So a lot of these practices have a myriad of co-benefits, so it's not just that they're storing carbon or reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Oftentimes they're also improving soil health, providing habitat for pollinators or fish. So there's really a lot of benefits that come from these practices. What we're doing is we're kind of looking at them through the carbon lens and kind of how they're impacting the carbon cycle and reducing greenhouse gas emissions.